Hey guys, it's Uranium Sandwich here, and I thought today I would give you a little story, basically. It's story time with Uranium Sandwich. Might call it Uranium Stories, or Uranium Reads Bedtime Stories, or just generally, yeah. I'm doing this because I like the sound of my own voice. I hope you do too. You best out do. It was a while back, and um, sorry. It was a while back in school, and I'm a catering student, or was. I've finished catering now. And it was a hideously boring subject. That's the only way I can describe it. Because I thought you were going to be like making stuff, and you do. You make stuff, like food, for the first so many weeks, and you've got to do a practical exam. Practical exams are cool. You just make stuff. You can time make stuff. You get to eat it. The eating the bits, that's good. We like eating. But you had to do research, and you had to back it up. I don't like backing up. Backing up gets boring. Very boring. I'd just rather eat the food. Backing it up with research, what's the point? I'm gonna be in there anyway. Does it matter what research I've done into it? Apparently so, but I don't really agree with it. I just think if it tastes nice, then yeah, you should get an A, or a B, or if you're like one of my friends and puts a whole nutmeg, rather than grating it, he puts the whole thing in to his bread. He's a nice enough guy, just catering's not his forte. But sometimes, like I've said, it can get a bit, boring, because you just sat there researching on computers and you don't get to do fun stuff on computers like procrastination, or filming me, or watching me. Watching me is fun. There's a subscribe button down there somewhere, kind of looking down. There's, I think. I'm not that well accustomed with uploading to YouTube. I'm just saying there's a subscribe button. You don't have to click it, but it'd be advisable for you to do if you don't want to find me under your bed. But anyway, like I was saying, it gets kind of boring because you just sat in front of a computer recording. I mean, not recording. I'm recording now. You just sat in front of a computer researching. That's the correct word. And you kind of have to go all the way back into history and research where these foods came from, and all I'm bothered about is what cow my beef came from, or things like that. I'm not that bothered about which culture it came from. But you have to do that, and it can get a bit boring at times. Thing is, in my school, we have this strange obsession with a certain chef called Ainsley Harriot. You may have heard of him. He's quite famous on the internet. If you haven't, just type in on Google Ainsley Harriot. Funny. You should get some interesting results. In fact, I'll try and get a picture and post it about here-ish, I think. I'm gonna have to obscure my face for a moment. I'm so sorry. I know it's a glorious image, but anyway, it was. I remember who it was. I'm not gonna mention his name because I don't want you pestering him on Google. Your Facebook, book. I don't want you pestering him. But he's an awesome guy, and he decides he's going to print out about 30 images of Ainsley Harriot or so, and he does so with the Ainsley Harriot on the image, and he prints out more. I never quite got to the bottom of how many were printed out, but it was a lot, some of which ended up turning up in other teachers' computers, so they were just sat there doing their thing, and pictures of Ainsley Harriot were like coming out of the printer apparently. I'm just going on what I've heard. That might be completely false, but it's a fun thing to think about. But they didn't just stop at printing out, say, 50 copies of this image. No, they printed out various Ainsley Harriot images, actually, from what I can remember. But they decided to turn the images over and put them back in the printer. So you can imagine all these people printing out their catering coursework to hand it in to the teachers suddenly find this picture of Ainsley and Harriot telling them to oil up. Yeah, the teachers went best. We found it hilarious, like, well, funnily enough, as much as Ainsley Harriot related to the catering industry, you don't quite get any marks for having him on the back of your image, especially if he's telling you to oil up. And I remember it became quite a phenomenon to print out stuff in school. I have no idea what that noise was. I'm hoping it was my dog. No, it became quite a phenomenon to print out stuff in school and stick them up. I never put anything back in the printer, so they ended up on the other side. I'm not that mean. I have some conscience. It's locked in a basement. It's fed bread and water once a week, but I do have a conscience. And basically, it became the school's meme, so to speak. We started sticking up images and things, and one of my friends might have ended up putting the sign up to Team Rocket picture in one of the biology classrooms and self-taping it to the wall. It didn't get taken down for a whole week. I was quite amazed. I really was. I look amazed, don't I? I look amazing. Admit it. Go on, admit it. I'm going off on a tangent, aren't I? Yeah, I just thought that story might amuse you. It amuses me, small things, small minds, but it just kind of, if you're ever feeling sad, just picture the teachers' faces when they see Ainsley Harriot telling them to oil up coming out of their printers. Picture like a really grumpy teacher or something, and the fact that the school have put restrictions on the amount of paper you can print out. We're only allowed to print out about 7 sheets because the amount of paper and ink that the school goes through and the expense of it. So the teachers went, best please can we find like 50 copies of Ainsley Harriot. I know it's gone up from 30, but I can't really remember how many there were. It just sort of happened. It just happened. But yeah, if you're ever feeling sad, just picture that Ainsley Harriot, not the actual person Ainsley Harriot coming out of your printer. That would be terrifying. It'd be like something out of a horror movie. Oh no, Ainsley is rising up. No, we must get our pitchforks and torches and. As you can tell, I'm not a drama student either. But yeah, anyway, if that tickled your pickle, then click like and subscribe. Somewhere around here. They're not actually around there in real life. I don't have this little like like and subscribe button follow me. Oh, that'd be quite cool. You could have people like subscribing to me. I think that's called getting a girlfriend. I'm not sure what the girlfriend is. Yeah, I've been Uranium Sandwich, and you've been probably forced into listening to this. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you next time.